What is going on, everyone's? We are here and we are back with another episode of
Is My Point Valid?
Yes, indeed. I'm yours truly, Brandon D.
And I am Camille A. Stocker.
And the topic for today is going to be,
this is the reason children can't read.
If you ever wondered why children, even adults, because this started happening like 20, 25, 30 years ago. If you ever wonder why this is happening and why children can't read, stay tuned because you're about to find out. And we're going to let them play. We're going to commentate on it. Y'all know how we do. Let's get into it. They don't say too much. We're going to let them speak. Right here. Let go.
Did you guys know that Gen Alpha can't read?
My child is in the second grade and can't read.
I teach seventh grade. They are still performing on the fourth grade level.
Over the past 30 years, many American children stopped learning to read.
Around 40% of our fourth graders can't read at a basic level.
I can't do it no more. I can't do it.
Why can't they do it? Because of how they're being taught.
The power that we are going to learn today, it's called picture power. Can we say picture power?
Picture power!
She's teaching reading using balanced literacy, a technique pushed by teachers' colleges that's supposed to make reading more fun.
The learning goal would be that the children were able to use a picture to figure out an unknown word.
They're training the kids to be bad readers.
Niels Hoven, who designed an app that teaches kids to read, says,
If you ask any parent who's teaching their kid to read, it seems fairly obvious. You teach them the letter sounds and you teach them to blend those sounds together, and then your kids start reading.
That's called phonics. The National Institutes of Health says systematic phonics.
I don't know how old y'all are, but I remember growing up. Hooked on Phonics works for me. I don't know if y'all remember that.
We still have Hooked on Phonics.
They do?
It's still available.
So what they try to do is they try to streamline learning. And in that process, she said the goal was to get them to be able to recognize pictures and correlate that to words. But brains don't always work like that.
Like sight words. Ouch. And I didn't know anything about sight words until Ava was in school, until our oldest was in school. I said, we got to go through them, and it's repetition. Like, you really don't know.
It's like remembering.
And then, but how I was teaching it, and I didn't know the school wasn't, I think school, no, they weren't. I was teaching it sounded out. But she was just trying to guess. Yeah, the school was teaching it, just guess. I'm like, no, it sounded out. And like, that was a red flag, and I didn't realize it.
Placing pictures in front of a child, trying to make things more fun is where you go wrong. Learning is not always fun. It can be if you train up a child to recognize that learning is a good thing. But we have, I don't want to put nobody on blast, but you remember we were how a certain individual was talking about how they were trying to steer a person in math. Mm-hmm. And then the person closest to this person he's trying to steer was like, oh, I was never good at that. I ain't not. We're placing these notions in our children's heads.
Examples. We are the examples. We are the, yesterday I was watching a guy and he was saying children need a foundation, right? How do your children behave? Well, you are their foundation if they behave a certain way. So if I like to read, I like to write, I like to be creative with things. I didn't realize the impact of me doing that is in both of my children. It's real heavy. It's just really heavy. They will read books that I assign. Then they are able to read any book that they choose. I'm not real strict unless I'm like, nah, we're not going to read that one. Yeah. But because I am the foundation, because they see it, it gets done. And I make things enjoyable. You said fun, but I make it enjoyable. Hey, we're going to read this book and and I do a lot of read alouds too. So they're not on their own. They are listening. And I'm like, I put my opinion in, they tell their opinion, and it's 3 opinions varying. So it starts at home with parents understanding that you are capable of teaching your child the basics of phonics. You don't have to send them to school to get that foundation. They can already be ready to go if you choose to put them in school.
Absolutely.
And they'll be.
I knew my mother taught me reading and math and writing before I ever touched the school. She felt like it was her responsibility to prepare me for the world, the school system.
And if you think about it, a lot of parents do. You're the first one who says, okay, what's this color? That's red, right? You are teaching your child that. So
or you ain't.
Or you're not, yes. But you put them in the school, and when they're in kindergarten or first grade, they should know, well, that's blue, you know. So you are teaching your children. You're just not aware of it. But that's parenting too.
Phonics instruction produces significant benefits.
For some reason, for the past several decades in our school, this is not the way that they teach reading.
One reason is that liberal activists said phonics drills take the joy out of reading.
They're so boring. I swear they do a better job than Nembutal or Trazodone in putting children to sleep.
This balanced literacy teacher actually
She frustrated me.
From sounding words out.
Stop doing that.
She said, stop doing that.
You can't sound out. I don't know why you started doing that.
Instead,
he needed
child
to?
could
It's a picture.
and try to guess the word. Balanced literacy was why
He was doing it the right way,
Mm-hmm.
and she stopped him and told him he was doing it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
This is why children can't read.
Confused.
He's confused.
You don't know which one to do.
Because he started out, someone taught him to sound out a word.
His mama probably did.
His mama. So he goes to school and they're trying to indoctrinate him into picture learning.
Look at the picture.
Because, like my boys say, liberal activists said it's boring. We need to stop listening to
accepted until 2 years ago when podcaster Emily Hanford released a series called Sold a Story. Parents told her.
It didn't seem like they were really teaching them to read. It seemed like they were teaching them to sound like they could read.
States quickly started
I get her
passing new
newsletter.
science of
Really
reading
interesting.
laws that put more emphasis on phonics. That upsets education professors like Andrew Johnson.
I'm a bald-headed liberal, but I've been teaching students how to teach phonics for the last 29 years.
Johnson says the balance between phonics drills and real books should be up to teachers.
A teacher's job is to help children fall in love with books. Based on the need of the kid, you design instruction.
What they've been teaching, he says, was just fine.
You don't want the government involved in stuff, right?
No.
Why are they getting involved in reading instruction?
Because you people screwed it up so badly.
Oh, we?
Education
Who are
professors.
we people? How did we screw it up? I hope they look back and call this the
I didn't know
Hanford
Strasser was,
in 10 years
Strasser was
when they
talking
see
to him
this
directly.
house of cards come tumbling down. When they see they've wasted billions of dollars on this boondoggle.
Some teachers' unions join him in opposing the new laws.
I'm impassioned about this because it's a social justice issue.
Johnson helped create this journal that publishes articles that say how literacy is taught has everything to do with race, class, and identity.
They jingle the keys and say, look at over here. It must be those bad teachers, while ignoring the social things like poverty.
Some teachers oppose phonics because George W. Bush pushed it.
We aren't the richest family. We're not the poorest family. We are a one-income family. And I would be a fool to say my children cannot learn because of the color of their skin.
And because we ain't got no money.
And because I don't have money. Everybody who has a brain is capable, unless you are like really disabled and, you know.
We should have known what was coming when he said he was a bald-headed liberal.
Should have.
We should have seen it coming, but he hit us with a curveball. I had hope. But there ain't no hope in dope.
Like, what
And
are
that's
we?
what he on.
What are we talking about? Anybody who
What
has
does
a
it have to
brain,
do with social justice?
you can do
That's
the work.
another reason why these kids can't read.
Victim. You have these children
Y'all
learning
putting
to
this
be a
crap in there.
victim. You're teaching them to be victims, but you're not teaching them phonics and how to enhance their reading, giving them good books. And there is such a thing as good books. You put in these books that are written in 2025, 2024, like all these things, right? What is the one? Stamped. And what's the other one? The gay ABCs, like you're putting these things into your children's hands,
BCs.
but you'll say, no, we don't want to read Charles Dickens. We don't want to read
Literature.
Orwell. We don't want to read those because because of the classics. Like we don't want to. Right now, my youngest is reading Anne of Green Gables, and the oldest is reading The Giver. I love The Giver. I've never read Anne of Green Gables, but they're considered classics. And so, yes, I'm going to find the books. I'm going to have my children read them. And then, like I said, they can read what they would like within the parameters of what I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool. But they're not going to just read anything. No, just like anything, things that are not appropriate.
Yeah. As we proceed,
can a child read at grade level?
If George Bush is telling us what to do,
is
we aren't
grade
going to do it.
Time magazine quoted teachers who called phonics dehumanizing, colonizing, the man telling us what to do.
And it became this holy war. We have all these scientists, all these researchers who are not political, and they've been in the labs, they've been looking at brain scans, they've been looking at rigorous studies, and we know that phonics is the way that kids learn to read.
The change in Mississippi provided more evidence.
Mississippi doing
Students
good.
here ranked last in reading.
But then Mississippi added more phonics, helped kids early, and held back those who couldn't read.
now look at
Scores
it.
shot up faster than in any other state. People call it the Mississippi miracle. Mississippi went up, and where's your state? Down here, fifth from the bottom.
Oh,
Minnesota dropped because of your bad teaching.
My bad teaching. I wish the world were as black and white as that. I wish there were an algorithm.
There is an algorithm to teach reading.
Hovind uses it in his app.
The first step is memorize all of the sounds the letters make.
There you go.
That's the
And the
algorithm.
second step is learn to blend those sounds together. That's the entire reading algorithm. It's not rocket science. Nope.
Giggle.
We have
You see how happy they are about
reading
sounding out
simple reading
words?
books, and I think we really undersold what kids are capable of.
But your app is expensive. $500 a month.
The majority of the kids who are using our app are using it for free because we make it available to schools for free.
Other free apps teach phonics too.
Hi, friend. It's time for a new book.
Thankfully, parents now have better options. And you parents should know, you shouldn't wait for teachers. Reading isn't something that just happens in school. You are your kids' first teachers, starting when you first speak to your baby.
Yesterday, you were an absolute angel.
You teach your children just by sharing the joy of words in everyday life.
Tuned in.
Talking to them.
Open and shut.
Singing with them.
Is that your favorite song right now?
Helping them make up stories.
I'm that illustratress. Okay. A scarecrow.
And reading aloud.
And think of all the different ways we can show our love.
And
All
brains
that
working.
helps your kids learn that most important skill, reading.
Give me a friend.
Very good. Here at Stossel TV, our skill is trying to separate truth from.
Bottom line is this. Hooked on phonics worked for me. Might work for your kids too. Because this picture learning, boy, looking at pictures and associating them with words, that ain't working.
You just say A is for apple. Long A. Look with it, like y'all.
Making songs out of it. That's how they made it fun, enjoyable.
B.
But not sounding out words is not the way to go, and that's the reason why we are where we are. But
yeah, go through the alphabet, you grown people who are watching this, and see if you can know all the sounds. I do because I had to, being a teacher, but see if you can do it. Let's have some fun.
But the moral of this is, as parents, we are our children's first line of education.
Mm-hmm.
Tune in and tap out the social media.
Mm-hmm.
Tune in to your kid. Let's get it. And with that being said, we're going to get up out of here. So, like always, it is love, peace, soul, and Jesus.
Bye.
One time for your mind.